Hello, I am the Wolf Witch, and today we have a tarot reading that's a message you don't want to hear. Sorry the camera's a little shaky right now because the envelopes are so big they literally wouldn't fit on the frame, so I have to hold the camera up. But essentially each pile is a little red envelope full of your messages. Ignore that. That is not part of the reading. If you know what that card means, that is not what this envelope is talking about. But yeah, so go ahead and look at the different cards for a minute, and then I'll see you at your piles. Hello, pile number 1 with your reading. Sorry, let's start with your reading. Yeah. Sorry, brain got a little scattered there. So this is your official Howler from Hallmark. Just kidding, it's from the... No, it literally is from Hallmark. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say it's from the dollar store, but it literally says Hallmark. Which, I mean, both are true, not mutually exclusive. Anyway, who cares? Alrighty, and then we have 3 cards here. Let me just double check. Okay, I see an ending. Like pretty much immediately. Oh, I hate the glare. I'm so sorry. Let's see, we can't minimize that, but this is what it looks like. It's you know, was it? I'm assuming that's Nicholas Flamel, but I'm not sure. I don't remember what he looks like. Alrighty. So, we have the Lovers in reverse. So I'm just gonna assume it wasn't your choice to end this. And if it was your choice, it was probably a very difficult choice to make. You didn't want it to end. And even now, part of you might be feeling like you're not letting go of it. I feel like the Sun in reverse just makes me think that you are totally devastated about this, unfortunately. And then we have the 6 of Diamonds here, which indicates a separation. It can even indicate a divorce. So for some of you, maybe that's a literal divorce, and for some of you, maybe it's like someone you've been with for a very long time, to the point where like it's kind of like a divorce. You know, you're like moving out of this person's home or whatever, or the other way around. Yeah. The 7 of Cups in reverse. That makes me feel like someone who's very overwhelmed, possibly overstimulated. With the Hierophant. I wonder if other people were influencing your relationship? Because I feel like the Hierophant is very much like rules, like established modes of being, like this is traditional, this is how it's always been, you know. And then with the 7 of Cups, it makes me feel like people who are more traditional are kind of like in your business and overstimulating the relationship. Yeah, just kind of like their opinions are constantly on there. And then the Empress in reverse, oh no, and the 10 of Swords in reverse. It's just like really, really sad energy, like again, an ending, but something that you're having trouble letting go of. It's also like the Empress in reverse makes me feel like this situation is causing a serious lack of self-care. Yeah, just like it's causing you to I don't know if it's like low self-esteem, or like you're just not taking care of yourself. You might be sitting you know those days where you just like don't do anything all day and you're like, wow, I just wasted the whole fucking day like laying down and crying. And you know, sometimes you need that, but it feels, I don't know, it just feels very sad. I do see the 5 of diamonds, which indicates you got a little 5 of chocolate frogs. It indicates new projects. So maybe that'll help you get going. But with the 3 of clubs, I mean, that's good. It's basically happiness and good luck. So, yeah, I'm not, oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, these 2 cards indicate happiness and success, so I feel like you're fine. Maybe you're starting to move on, or maybe you will move on in the future, but with these guys, I don't see, you know, I don't see you sad at all. It's like separation and then like happiness. There might have also been a lot of jealousy with the 6 of diamonds here, and if it wasn't jealousy, or it could still be jealousy, honestly. They're not mutually exclusive, but it's like the feeling of holding holding your feelings in. So maybe this person was jealous and then they didn't say anything, and then it turned you know, it turned to paranoia because they weren't like asking for reassurance or anything. Yeah, it's just like, oh my god, just a lot of sad energy and ending, obviously. But I do see happiness, so I mean, let's get your oracle cards first. You have you're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, so I see like you guys have a project of some sort in the works. You're kind of being asked to focus on that instead. Bring love into the situation. Some of you have kind of like closed out love in general. Like, if you still need to heal from the relationship, obviously that's fine, but you might be even like rejecting love from, you know, your family or your friends, or you're just kind of like, I don't want to say you're isolating because I don't see like the hermit or any kind of energy like that, but you're just kind of like feeling alone. And they're asking you to bring love into the situation, to not feel, to not just reject all kinds of love just because you're rejecting this certain kind of love. Or maybe this person rejected you, but that's not the point. The point is that you've kind of just blocked everyone else off, and they're kind of asking you to bring love into your life. Yeah, and obviously you're close to achieving your goal. You got 2 projects here. And then you got Capricorn. It literally says the boss. So for those of you who don't know, Capricorn is very much, I mean, here it says serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic, structured. To me, they are very much the boss. They're literally the goat. Literally. Like, that is their that is their archetype. And I always laugh with my loved ones that are Capricorns. I'm like, you're literally the goat, like the greatest of all time. And they're like, shut up, that's so cringe. But I'm like, whatever. Yeah, so that's kind of the energy that you're being asked to bring in, and maybe that's the energy you're embodying right now. Like, you're just kind of focusing on your career, and you're you know, make sure that it's not, I feel like you guys I feel like you're very good at channeling your negative emotions into something positive in terms of a creative endeavor or in terms of career goals, versus like, you know how there's people that like don't want to deal with their emotions, so they use their job to distract them. Like, that's not the energy I'm picking up right now. So that's awesome. But the thing about Capricorn here, we have where did it say? I just saw it. It literally says badass, pop off. Rigid. Yeah, so again, bring love into the situation, because Capricorns are very much not lovey-dovey. They're very much not affectionate. like, to the point, I remember I asked my boyfriend, there was a song, it's called Kelsey by Metro Station, and it says, I'd swim the ocean for you. And I looked at my boyfriend, who is a Capricorn, and I was like, would you swim the ocean for me? And he's like, you live in a landlocked state. So that's like, that's Capricorn. They can be a little, like, not romantic at all. A little aromantic, I guess. I didn't want to use that word because there's, you know, like, sexual orientation things attached to that now, but yeah, just don't, like, completely reject love because you're out here, you know, girl bossing. And I use girl bossing gender neutral, all right? Me and my friends like to say that girly pop is a state of mind. A 40-year-old man can be girly pop, so pop off. Anyway, back to my point. Yeah, when you're in your Capricorn energy, when you're being a badass, just remember not to reject love. Yes, and then for your Weasley card, you got the Rubby-O Chicken. I got this very specific video in my head. It's like, it was literally posted on Linkin Park's, like, official account, and basically it's like a rubber chicken and someone steps on it for, like, a really long time, and then they put their foot off of it, and it's just like the chicken, like, screaming essentially, and then they put it over, like, a Linkin Park track for Giving Up. But anyway, maybe some of you need to, like, let out your anger. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, but Rubby-O Chicken, these kind of remind me, I know it's not the same thing, but it kind of reminds me of, like, a whoopee cushion. So I feel like some of you are being asked to be a little bit more playful when you're in your rigid Capricorn energy. But yeah, I am not a fan of rage rooms. I think, I don't know, there should be other ways to express your anger, but maybe some of you need a rage room, and I'm not here to judge. But yeah, just some kind of like outlet for your anger to be expressed. And then for your 3 cards, you have, you are going through some tough shit. Oh, sorry, I should probably not curse, sorry. Everyone has their turn, welcome to yours. Gather your tired self up and handle it. Yep, so, I mean, these are pretty self-explanatory, so stop talking, interesting. Shut your mouth and listen. This one's interesting, because for some of you that might be a message to listen to the other side, or even, like, to listen to your loved ones, right? Okay, but, like, stop talking. I got this very specific sense of, like, don't tell anyone anything. Not like in a shutting yourself out, isolating people kind of way, but like but like in a Sophie Turner, Joe Jonas kind of way. The way he was, like, slandering her left and right, and then, like, she didn't say anything, and then when she came out, everybody was like, well, she didn't, I don't even think she said anything. I don't know, I haven't been keeping up with that, but essentially he was, like, freaking talking crap about her, how she was a bad mom, and how, like, she was partying too much, blah blah blah. And then Sophie didn't say anything, and it was funny because there was interviews before he had slandered her, where Sophie is literally expressing that she's the one who stays at home, she's the homebody, she wants to be with her husband and with her kids, and Joe is the one who's, like, out touring and, like, you know, partying. And so people were looking at that and they're like, that's fucking weird. Like, oh my god, sorry for cursing, but yeah, I just get the feeling like whoever you tell about this relationship, be very quiet about it, be very what should I say, like, what do they say, like, holding your cards close to you or something? Like, make sure you really, really trust the person you're talking to about this relationship, because I feel like people are gonna start gossiping. So yeah, just don't say anything, and that's what I get from shut your mouth. Yeah, just stop talking. And also with listen, I feel like you'll overhear something that you didn't know before. And then we have time to let go. And then move the F on. Oh. Yeah, excuse me. Because when the Ten of Swords is upright, to me, that's kind of like, it just happened, it's fresh in your mind, and, you know, you still need time to grieve, but I feel like the sense that I'm getting, the energy I'm picking up on, is kind of like, you have grieved, and now it's time to go be a boss, go be a goat, and F this person, oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, that's clear cut. So I don't know. Take that as you will. And just take care of yourself, because I feel like right now, you know, while you're out here bossing, while you're out here being a baddie, just remember to like take care of yourself. Check in on yourself, you know, bring love into the situation with your loved ones. Don't forget to like nurture your emotional side, just because you're out here being a bad bitch, you know? Yeah, so I hope that was helpful, pile number 1. Let me know, I guess. See you in the next one. Hello, pile number 2. This is your reading with your little howler right here. Your howler from Hallmark. Doop doop. Alrighty. Got the Fool in reverse, starting strong. Got McGonagall with the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords. Runaway train energy. Let me see. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Let me just show you the images before I have to, because I know there's so much glare. I'm sorry about that. So this is like the Betrothed, and it's in reverse. Focus, focus, focus already. We have 6 spades, 6 of hearts, Oral A, and a king. Well, the 6 of hearts is good. It's usually like a love affair. You also got the 6 of cups, so they technically mirror each other. Hold on, with the 6 of spades. Curious. Sometimes the 6 of spades indicates a divorce, but I mean, I don't see energy of a breakup here. I kind of feel like are you messing around? I don't know. I don't see like a 3 of cups, so I don't know if there's cheating going on. But I feel like you've engaged in something that maybe you weren't supposed to. Like you didn't think it through. Basically, with the Fool in reverse, that's like yeah, just not thinking things through, not being well planned, something that you thought was gonna go good, like just falling through. And then you have the Chariot, so that makes me feel like you went full force at this this plan that like just I don't see working. The High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, again, more of this like you committed to something that fell through. It could have even had it could have had financial consequences. I don't see a lot of other indicators of that, but it is the Ace of Pentacles, so that's a possibility. I don't know, with the Six of Cups and the King of Wands, it makes me feel like a possible love affair, honestly. The Six of Spades can also indicate moving away, so maybe you're away from your partner, and that could have resulted in you, like, either getting bored or, you know, oof, I don't know. The Seven of Swords is kind of like a betrayal. It's, like, tricking someone, beguiling someone, like, just betraying someone's trust. And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Possibly something to do with your past, or a person from your past. Or maybe this is something you did in the past that's coming back. I mean, I don't see like the Justice card or anything. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, it's coming back to haunt you, but I just feel like, yeah, there's some kind of transgression. Oof. I feel like you knew it was wrong. It's not like, oh, I didn't know. It's like you deliberately doing something you shouldn't have. And maybe that's what's causing the separation or the divorce. Oof, that's tough. I'm not judging. I'm not out here being like, you're a slut. Like, that's fucking not what I'm here to do. If you're still here, because that's kind of tough. But yeah, it's like past energy. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you messed around with someone from your past. It's just the energy I'm getting. So let's see what your oracle cards have to say. We have communication is key. We have a time for healing. Okay. And then conclusions are within reach. So for some of you, I feel like you've already communicated this. If you haven't, that's not my place to say whether you should or shouldn't. But if you haven't and you don't plan to, I would advise that you communicate to your partner what it is that you want, what it is that you need, and do a bit like I don't know, just try harder, I guess, to really sit down with them and let them know, like, hey, this is what I need, this is how I'm feeling. Because, yeah, it's just literally communication is key. Sorry, it looks like there's a skull in the craters of the moon, but only like at a certain angle, so I'm not gonna start messing around with that. But yeah, just communicating to your partner again what you need so that you don't fall into this cycle again. Communication is key. For those of you who have communicated it with the time for healing. Okay, so I'm gonna approach this two ways. For those of you who have told your partner of a transgression, and then for those of you who haven't. So those of you who have, time for healing. So if this person has separate, there's like so many ways this could end. I don't have enough information, but because if you told them, they could separate from you and not want anything to do with you, and then it's like a time for you healing by yourself. Or if you told them, they could still want to work on it even though you're in separation. So it's just kind of like a time to have like a really serious, deep conversation about trust and trying to build that up again and to heal that. And then for those of you who haven't said anything and you plan to say something, obviously you want to be careful about that. But hopefully your partner, I don't know, like, I don't know. It's weird, like, I don't want to interject with my opinions on accident, you know? But I'm not judging. Communication is key. That's like, yeah. I'm just making sure that you really take the time to heal this, whatever it was that stemmed from that, you know? Because it could be healing trust issues, and then if you never say anything, then it could just be you healing whatever the fuck your inner problems are, right? And then trying to put more effort into being a better partner. And conclusions are within reach, so I feel like, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. The end of this situation is nearing, either in terms of this relationship breaking apart, or in terms of this chapter of the relationship moving on. And with Neptune, the thing about Neptune, it is dreamy, but it can be deception in multiple ways. And obviously deception as in the Seven of Swords, the transgression that happened, but more so, I'm picking up on the energy of deceiving the self. Kind of like, I don't know, maybe, even though you knew it was wrong, you could have had this like, oh, like, I'm not going on a date with this other person, I'm just going to get coffee. Or, oh, we're not gonna do anything, we're just coming into my bedroom. Like, it's very, the Piscean energy that I receive from Neptune is very, it's like denial. And maybe this relationship isn't working out for you, and you've been denying that, and instead of like accepting it and moving on, you're kind of just deceiving yourself and then ending up in situations that you shouldn't be in. But Neptune also indicates, you know, the subconscious, like maybe there's some kind of self-hatred or like self-sabotage that caused you to do this, so explore that. You could also heal through like spirituality, meditation. For some of you, like fantasies and escapism could be kind of escapism. That's the thing about like communication is key, because although it is the new moon in Gemini, Gemini is ruled by, what do you call it? Mercury. And the other sign that's ruled by Mercury is Virgo. And Pisces, who's ruled by Neptune, is the opposite of Virgo. So I feel like a lot of you, instead of communicating the way a Virgo would, addressing the problem, trying to fix things, I feel like Neptune energy, Piscean energy, just kind of like freaks out and escapes. So kind of confronting your problems and having those uncomfortable conversations, so that you could move forward properly, while fully trusting your partner. Then we have Weasley's Dragon Roasted Nuts. I'm trying to use these intuitively as oracle cards, so we'll see how that goes. But the dragon nuts, I mean, I think it's a great idea, right? But but maybe that's how it was for you. You're like, oh, this is a great idea. Oh, it's not a problem. But it also, it's kind of what's the word, like impractical, right? Like, why would you, I don't know, like in the wizarding world, a dragon is so much responsibility, to the point where like even Hagrid the groundskeeper had to like give up his dragon, because they're literally, it's too much. It's like so much to keep. It just doesn't make sense. Like, why not just roast your tree nuts? When, I don't know, like a normal person, why do you have to? I feel like if I start talking about, you know, holding a dragon captive, it's gonna get away from me in the metaphor. But essentially, I feel like you're, I don't know, like the energy of like doing the most for no reason. And again with Neptune, like you're doing this and you're doing that and you're escaping and you're, you know, just like engaging in these other delusional situations when you could just communicate to your partner is basically the energy I'm getting. Like you're doing a lot, kind of like I am right now by saying this fucking sentence. Yeah, just this energy of like doing way more than you have to. Like, it would be so much, as uncomfortable as it is, it'd be simpler if you just sat down and had that ugly conversation. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, just stop. Spend time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. So yeah, some of you are still thinking about messing around with that person. Obviously drop that. I also get the idea, like, the energy that some of you are a little paranoid. I just got, this is really weird, like, I don't know, I guess a download, but just the words of, like, if it happens, it's gonna happen, so stop worrying about it and spend your energy more on being a better partner. You equals tight ass. Loosen up, control freaks don't get laid. So, again, some of you might, with your relationship, maybe you feel out of control, and you didn't like that. You didn't like the feeling of being in the unknown. You didn't like the feeling of not knowing where things are going, especially with Neptune. That could be a wishy-washy energy, maybe even from your partner. And it resulted in you, like, you know, the Fool in reverse, engaging in things you shouldn't have. So just kind of like learning to release control and like exploring why you feel the need to have control, and why you choose to have control in the way that you did. Yeah. Whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Yeah, so if you guys are still, if you're still messing around with that, stop it. Like, either break up with this person and pursue the other person, or like fucking stop. Now is not the time. Yeah, I literally, sorry, I'm not judging. I'm really not. I know it sounds like I am, but I don't know. Cause usually, I don't know. You would think, like, with the cards that I have, it seems that you've already gone through this. Like, you've already did the deed, and now it's time to heal. So if you've already gone through this, and instead of healing, you're choosing to go back into that and make the mistake again, like, that's a problem, right? So just don't do it. Oh my god, like the opposite of Shia LaBeouf right now. Okay, sorry for dating myself as a millennial right now, but yeah, just stop. Literally, just stop. I can't. Sorry. And I feel like this is all, this is you. This is your shadow self. This is you not wanting to address the problems within you. Obviously, right? That's what the Howler was about. So it's not like, oh, your partner is abusive to you, and so now you feel like the only way you could get out of this relationship is by cheating, right? This is like, you have problems within yourself that you don't want to resolve, and then you go out and then you commit transgressions. So just heal, please. Oh my god, heal. And with Neptune, like, meditate on it. Like, do spiritual work, do shadow work. Like, it's not gonna help you to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Like, yes, everyone makes mistakes, but if you make the mistake and you have an opportunity to better yourself and you go and make the mistake again, go to therapy. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I hope... if you're still here, wow, ballsy. Congrats to you. All right. I hope you have a better day, and see you in the next one. Pile number 3. Wow. I just chewed out the last pile for... I'm gonna try not to chew you out. I feel like I literally turned into the house. The first pile was fine. I don't get it. I was like, la da 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 da. This is the message you don't want to hear. And then with pile number 2, I was like, you're a whore. Okay. Sorry, pile number 2. Okay. Pile number 3. So in case you want to see these up close because there's a glare, we have Luna Lovegood as Temperance, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune with the ever bought beads thingies. Every flavor beans. I just have to show this off. Woo! Woo! Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, sorry. Any chance to be like, look at the beans? And these are like honeydew cards. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. The Wheel of Fortune. In reverse. Okay, with the 6 of Wands. Temperance in reverse. Oh my god, that song, and it's been a while since I could. It's like in my head. Home financial upswing material. I feel like some of you are having I'm not sure. I'm gonna pull some more cards, or just one more. Like, what is this situation talking about? Because there's kind of a lot going on. I don't know if it's about money. The Hermit in reverse. Okay. So I see that some of you are isolating in a negative way. Not like in a, I'm gonna go soul search, but more like in a, I'm gonna get away from everyone and then not talk to my loved ones and I'm gonna stay sad by myself kind of way. We do have the King of Spades, which can indicate like a breakup. I don't think that's what the message is about, but maybe that could be playing into your sadness. I see the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is like a string of bad luck. Well, in reverse. Yeah, so maybe some of you are just going through it. You know, that's how life is. It's just a cycle of good luck, good luck, bad luck, neutral, bad luck. So I just feel like you're going through that phase, that bad luck phase where you feel like bummed out by everything. Then you have Temperance in reverse. Some of you might be engaging in negative habits to try to cope with the negativity that you're experiencing, the bad things you're experiencing. But with the 8 of Swords, it's upright, so that's great. That shows that you'll walk away from that negativity soon. But for some of you, it could be that you're having trouble walking away from that negativity. The 6 of Pentacles, there's some kind of message about money here, like, because this is wealth, and this is like a new home. The 6 of Pentacles is like a power imbalance, but it's also like, someone rich giving to someone poor. So some of you might receive financial aid. And then the 6 of Wands is success. So again, I just see like eventual success for you, like an unexpected money. Yeah. Okay, so this is unexpected money. Again, 6 of Pentacles. It's kind of like someone who has more power, giving you money. 6 of Wands. That's a success to me. So yeah, and then we have the 9 of Cups, and that's a dream come true. So whatever is, whoa, my God, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, I feel like that's automatic success. And again, for some of you, that might be trying to manifest a home. But right now I just see you like in sadness. I think the call out is happening with the Temperance card. I just feel like you guys are engaging in something that you shouldn't be, and you're like being told to walk away from that. And again, with the Hermit in reverse, that's kind of like isolating yourself. So make sure that you're reaching out to your loved ones, talking to them about how you feel. Yeah, this is actually kind of smooth, honestly. I just seem sad. But then it's like the first 2 cards are sad, and then you like happiness, happiness, happiness. So I don't know. There's not much to call you out on here. Guess you've been a good cookie. We have don't let your past hold you back. So yeah, again with the Temperance card, some of you might be engaging in negativity. I got a very specific message about like weight loss. I'm not saying that's what you're going through, but I feel like when people are on their weight loss journeys, and they crack and they have a cupcake or something, they're like, oh, it's over. Like I had this one cupcake and now it's all fucked. And I guess with Temperance in reverse, that could indicate, that's kind of like, when someone is talking about how like they're, you know, well, I'm 500, or I guess that would be like a year and something. Let me go back. When someone who is like struggling with sobriety says something like, oh, I'm 100 days sober, right? And then they have a drink and then they feel like, oh, it's all gone to shit, like I might as well just be an alcoholic, blah blah blah. Like it just kind of like, don't let your mistakes like throw out all the success that you've done. Yeah, and just because like you're engaging in a negative habit now doesn't mean that you can't stop. Even if it feels like it. I know addictions are pretty dark, but yeah, I'm not getting like devil energy, so I don't think this is like a terrible addiction. But for some of you it could be, and you're just being told like you can still make it out. You literally have the 9 of Cups. Like that's like undeniable success. I was literally gonna say this looks like the ocean. Like I know it's a world map of like the sky and the stars, if you can see it, but like I kept looking at it and I was like, I just keep thinking of the ocean. And then you have this one, which is literally a depiction of the ocean, and it says nothing is yet set in stone. So yeah, again, so some of you are feeling like, oh, I fucked up this one day, like the rest of my life is fucked up. Like, oh, I engaged in the bad habit again, like now my whole journey is trash. Like that's not true. Like just because you mess up one day doesn't mean that the rest of your life is fucked. And even if you messed up more than one day, like that's okay. Learn to accept your mistakes. Stop isolating yourself from people. And with the 6 of, because I wasn't getting any other money, like yeah, there's money here, but I didn't really get any other pentacles. So the idea of someone in like someone with more power, like helping you out. Maybe it's not financially, maybe it's what do you call them, like sponsors and stuff, or maybe just talking to someone about it. I just feel like someone in a better position can help you out. Yeah, ocean is very much about emotions. Like water is emotions, so make sure you're getting help for that and you're, you know, meditating and stuff, because it's your emotions that cause your habit, is what I'm picking up on here. Obviously, if you're addicted to something like a substance and you need professional help, like it doesn't matter what your emotions are, you're addicted and your brain is wired to crave that thing. But yeah, I feel like for a lot of you it's just a matter of your emotions, and running back to a bad habit. And I just got the smell of like I'm clairaudient, alright? Sue me. I know it's not cool like clairvoyance, but I got the smell of like cologne. So for some of you, you might be engaging in like a person that's toxic. Not saying that people that wear cologne are toxic, but you know what I mean. Maybe they seem really attractive. And then we have Jupiter, yeah. So Jupiter, I love you, Jupiter. That is my chart ruler. I'm literally a triple Jupiter sign, but or I should say person, I guess. But when it's in its negative aspect, it's like you're engaging in a lot of things that are fun, right? Like someone with a healthy Jupiter would be like, or healthy Jupiter energy would be like, I'm gonna go to the casino and I'm gonna have fun with my friends. And somebody with a negative Jupiter energy would be like, I have a gambling addiction, right? So yeah, just learning to balance that out, like, because Jupiter also rules Pisces. And when people think of Neptune, they think of like deception and all these negative things that are associated with Pisces, but no one wants to associate those negative Piscean things with Jupiter. And it's like, no, that's definitely Jupiter energy sometimes. Yeah, and it's also a teacher, so this might be just like a learning lesson. A learning lesson, hello. This might just be a lesson for you to learn in your life. I also see benevolence. So again, someone with more power helping you out, but also like being nicer to yourself is kind of the message I'm getting. I feel like you're really, really hard on yourself. Excuse me. Yeah, literally it says, don't believe every crappy thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. And yours was the only pile that only had one of these come out. Like, I kept shuffling and nothing else came out. So that's literally your only message. It says to stop believing every thought that you have that's crappy. Literally, that's crazy. And then we have the sticky trainers. So I'm trying to use these cards. It's like a different Weasley product every card, and I'm trying to use them intuitively, but I'm so bad at that. Like, literally, when it comes to scrying, oh my god, I'm terrible at scrying, because they're like, what do you see? And I'm like, I see a blob. And they're like, no, that's a chicken. And I'm like, I literally don't see the chicken. Like, what are you talking about? So this is another way to test your intuition. It's kind of like getting random cards that don't have pre-assigned meanings and then seeing how you feel about them and how they apply to the reading. But I don't know. Let's meditate with it for a minute. Okay, well, they're called sticky trainers. If you don't know about this product, the Weasley product, basically they're shoes and you put them on and then it helps you walk on walls. But they are called trainers. So that just, I don't know, when you hear trainers, I think of like training wheels, like someone who's learning to handle something. So I feel like you have to remember that you yourself are, you're kind of using training wheels, you know, like maybe this is new to you, maybe you've tried it before and it hasn't worked, but it's just like, and also sticky, like sticking to the walls, right? But like sticking to your promises, sticking to the thing that you said you would do is kind of the energy I'm getting. Sticky trainers, yeah. All I'm thinking of right now is Spider-Man. Just like sticking to the walls. Spider-Gwen popping off. Let me see, what does that say? It says something underneath it. Permanent fan and miscellaneous mayhem. Oh, permanent fun and miscellaneous mayhem. Yeah. That's weird. Alright, yeah. With the mayhem that's going on in your life. I'm really bad at this, but I'm trying, so sorry. Hopefully that makes sense. I hope you found this reading helpful. The rest of it anyway. Sorry for me being on training wheels for this intuitive section. If you did find that helpful, let me know, give it a like, and yeah, see you in the next one. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Oh my god, I hope that didn't scare you off. Here's the Howler. It's better than me yelling, which I had to do to pile number 2, unfortunately. I didn't even think I was gonna be that upset about it. I don't know why I was so proud. Literally, okay. I'm not even gonna put their business out there, but 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. And then we have the 3 of Hearts, the 9 of Diamonds, and the 6 of Clubs. Alright, let me read real quick. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse, the 4 of Swords. Okay, let me try to piece this together. So we have the 3 of Hearts. That could be... I don't see... It's because I'm always like, okay, this means like 5 different things, so let me see if there's any other indicators. Okay, with the 9 of Swords, let's just start there. The 9 of Swords in reverse. The 9 of Swords in reverse reminds us that that our fears are not necessarily warranted. So it's just talking about how when you have like a lot of fears, I don't know, like to the point where it's like plaguing your life. Maybe you're scared to do certain things because of said fears. But when it's in reverse, to me, that's like they're not warranted. You have built something up in your head to be worse than it is. And so now you're being asked to step back, especially with the 4 of Swords here. I feel like you guys haven't had a moment to step back and really look and reflect. So just step back and run through your fears. Why do you have them? And are they valid, or is it just you being slightly paranoid? And with the 4 of Swords in reverse, that's when you don't slow down. You're just like, oh, I'll get to sorting my emotions in a week. And then the week comes by and you're like, oh, well, now this other project came up, so I'll get to it when that project is done. And then during that project, you were assigned 5 other things, and now you're like, I'll get to it when these 5 other things. And it's like, you keep putting off the moment when you're gonna sort through your emotions. And it's not helping you, obviously, but it's also worsening all your fears because you're not addressing... I don't know, I feel like it's stopping you from doing something. I'm not sure what that something is yet. But you're just never going to get to that thing because you have all these fears and none of them are valid, but you don't even have the chance to process the fact that they're not valid because you're distracting yourself. And the thing about the 4 of Swords is that if you do not stop and reflect, you will be forced to stop and reflect. And that is never fun. So that's your warning from the universe right there. Like, either you're going to get sick and then you're going to be forced to take the days off, or something's gonna happen, your car's gonna break down. It's not to fearmonger, but it's literally what happens. Like, the universe is like, okay, you're not gonna be able to get to work today. I'm gonna fuck up your car so you can literally sit down and think about this. So unless you want the universe to handle it when that shit's not fun, you need to handle it. Then we have the 10 of Cups. That could be like a family situation. I'm not sure yet. I see the Knight of Pentacles. It could be like a partner. It might even be a boss, but I really don't think it's a boss because it's below the Ten of Cups. And that's usually like an emotional connection. So I really think, I got a very specific message that for those of you that this is talking about your boss, like, learn to set boundaries with them because I feel like you're kind of overwhelming yourself there. But for those of you that aren't talking about that, which is most of you, yeah, I feel like there's some kind of situation with a partner. Let me look more into that. The Three of Pentacles. You're scared that someone's not gonna work on you with something. Because the Three of Pentacles is like discord or, what's the word? Like when people don't want to work together, like you've been assigned a group project and nobody wants to fucking do it and nobody is putting in the work and it's kind of annoying. It is below the Nine of Swords, so it's possible that it's what's happening and it's upsetting you, but it's also possible that it's your fear. You think this person, this King of Pentacles, which if I had to describe them, it would be like someone who's financially stable, someone who's emotionally stable, someone who's very slow moving, not physically, obviously, it's not like the sloth from Zootopia or anything, but it's like, it's not like the Knight of Pentacles. It's not someone who likes to take things quickly. They like to take their time. And just because it's a knight doesn't mean it has to be a guy. It can be any gender or lack thereof. But yeah, I feel like you have a fear that they're not going to work on something with you. Or maybe you like express something and they didn't seem like interested in helping you fix that. Then the Six of Swords, let me pull more cards. I'm not sure. Are you trying? It's possible that you could be trying to walk away, then you're not. I don't necessarily pick up on that. Because you have the Ten of Cups, so I feel like you're happy. So what is this Three of Pentacles about? Like, what are they not working on you? The Two of Cups, your relationship, yeah. So I feel... Okay, this is a romantic relationship. Okay, for some of you, it could be familial, but I really don't think it is, especially with the Three of Hearts there. It's not like the Lover's card, right? It's like a developing situation, and again, maybe this person likes to take things slow or slower than you're used to, and you're kind of like, hey, I want to speed things up, but you're like scared if you communicate that this person's gonna like not want to do that, not gonna work with you, maybe they'll walk away. Maybe you've already communicated that and they don't seem particularly interested in moving any faster. But yeah, the Nine. See you. I mean, if you're in separation, this person wants to see you. They want to talk to you. I don't think you're in separation. I feel like this person wants to talk to you about these things, and you have it in your head that they do not want to talk to you about it. Maybe they told you, like, this is something they're unwilling to compromise on, and now you're like, oh my god, like, I can't express my emotions. I can't express how I feel. This person already said they're not willing to compromise it. But I feel like if you talk to them about it, they're actually willing to compromise. They're like, yeah, because the Six of Clubs here, this is about taking things into your own hands. And it's about conversations. So I feel like, obviously there's conversations that have to be had. But you're kind of just like going with the flow, letting things wander. And they're like advising you not to. They're like, hello, communicate. Yeah, take it into your own hands. Like, if you're waiting for this person to bring it up, they're not going to bring it up. So, I just got the, like, a very specific, like, especially if this person is a Taurus, like, no, they're not gonna fucking help you out. But it's not that they're not gonna help you, it's that they're not gonna bring up this conversation on their own. And it's very possible that they're completely oblivious to your distress about the situation. With the Nine of Swords here, you are very distressed about it, and you're just kind of like putting it off, hoping that it'll resolve itself. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. You have to talk to this person about it. And I feel like they'll be more than willing to, because the Six of Swords is about walking away, but it's in reverse. So like this person isn't going anywhere. Especially with the Pentacles energy, that's very stable. And with the Ten of Cups, there's a lot of love here. So if you're scared this person's gonna like break up with you if you bring up a problem, like, first off, that's not healthy. So know that. But they're not fucking going anywhere. It looks like they're in it for the long haul. So just yeah, just bring up your problems. We have oh my god, okay, hold on, we'll get to that later. It says a win-win outcome is in the forecast, and it's the new moon in Libra, and Libra is about relationships. So again, there's balance, and then again, win-win, so you'll both be happy. I don't see this person getting upset or walking away. Yeah, Libra, I don't know if I think I already said this, but it's romantic relationships. Excuse me. We have the new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Yeah, excuse me. So the Four of Swords in reverse is showing that you're not meditating, you're not taking a step back, you're not reflecting. And so this is encouraging you to take a step back and really look at your problems, really look at how you want this conversation to go. Don't freak out on the person. Just take a step back from everything and be like, okay, let me sort out what I want to say. And we have Scorpio, and the Scorpio transformative, but also secretive. So the thing about that's great, right? Death energy of like letting go of the past or of bad habits of who you were, and then like learning from it, growing from it, moving forward. That's awesome. Like a snake shedding its skin. But you also have fucking secretive, so that's the negative part. I feel like you guys are kind of keeping all these things to yourself. And the 8th house of Scorpio can also be fears, like really deep-seated fears. And the 8th house is also the house of inheritance. So it's possible that some of these fears aren't even yours. I know that sounds silly, but they could be inherited. Like maybe your mother... just as an example, I don't know, you know, I don't have the information here for your personal reading. It's possible like, let's say your mother was abandoned as a child. And so they kind of like put that energy onto you, like people are going to abandon you, like people aren't going to be there for you. And so now, even though you've never been abandoned, you have all these inherited fears. And maybe that's something that happened, right? Like maybe you had two parents, and one of them communicated their problems, and then the other person left. And you learned from that, like, whoa, if I communicate my problems, like this person, like your partner leaves, so you just never talk about your problems, which again, isn't healthy, we know this. But yeah, it's just possible, like, you inherited that, you didn't actually experience it. So just make sure that your fears are warranted and they're not like coming out of the blue or out of something that isn't yours. And be careful, because with Scorpio energy, when it's really negative, it could be manipulative, it could be again destructive, compulsive even. So again, this idea, I see like smoke in the background, kind of reminds me of like a volcano. Just be careful that you don't like blow up on this person, like, because you held it in for so long. It's smarter to just work through it than to like keep it secret until you can't anymore, and then it comes out in a very terrible, toxic, negative way. Oh my god, literally detox, get out of here. Okay, detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that a-hole, throw some ish out. Yeah, so for some of you, you have someone in your ear, like a negative friend who's out here like, oh, that person doesn't mean shit, that person's gonna leave you. Again, like inherited fears. So cut out any people that are like bringing you negativity, and cut out those fears that aren't yours with the Nine of Swords in reverse, like, they're not warranted. They're not yours. And yeah, just work through that. And then you are talented and amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Don't use it for dumb-ish. So yeah, use your voice. Talk to your partner, communicate, etc., etc. And then ish is going down with your job. Yeah. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or effing quit. So some of you, that might be a very specific message about something going down at your job. But again, I feel like some of you, especially when I got the Knight of Pentacles, I was like, is that your boss? Like, who is that? Which is funny because usually, like, the King of Pentacles would be the boss, not the Knight of Pentacles, but whatever. Something's happening in your job, and you need to reevaluate it. And I also think you need to reevaluate your relationship with your job, which is what the next card is about, which is what I was laughing about. It's Fainting Fancies, and it's basically a Weasley product that helps you, it helps the consumer faint. So you take it and you pass out. So the point of it is to get you out of class, right? Like, that's the point of their product. And I feel like you're using work as your fainting fancy. You're using work as your way to get out of having this conversation. You're using your projects as your way of not having to deal with the problems happening in your relationship. But it's all in your head. Your partner's not going to leave you. Your partner wants to work on this with you. And yeah, stop using work as your fainting fancies. So I hope that was helpful. Pile number 4. Stick around for the other Harry Potter readings. I hope you find this helpful. I don't know if I already said that. Oh my god. I need to sleep. Okay. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one.